Storytime in the summer night sky. Welcome to the New Mexico Museum of Space History, the June night sky as seen by me, Paul Hughen, in Alamogordo, New Mexico. A long time ago, the Queen of the Gods had a daughter that was good at weaving, Xinyu. She even picked up the mist from the rivers and would weave it into clouds. Xinyu was known as Chim-Chi, the weaving maid. There was a handsome young man, Hughen, who was very poor, known as cowherd, not cattle herd. He was so poor he only had one cow. Lucky for him, it was a magical talking cow. Hughen, the cowherd, saw Xinyu. He fell in love with her. But realizing who she was, he wandered off, saying, "I'm not worthy, I'm not worthy," until the cow got sick of it. The cow said, "I have a plan to help you meet the girl, and maybe she will love you too." One day, weaving maid and her handmaids were bathing in the river. Cowherd followed the cow's plan, snuck up and stole Xinyu's clothes. The other girls saw this, and gathering their clothes, they ran away. In some versions of the story, they turned into doves and flew away. Xinyu couldn't come out of the water because Cowherd had her clothes. Cowherd said, "I'll give you your clothes back if you agree to marry me." She said, "Sure, okay." When her mother found out, she was so angry, she threw Xinyu, Cowherd, and the cow into the sky. She picked up the river and threw it into the sky, creating the Milky Way, separating them. She herself stands in the river to keep the two apart. This bright star in the triangle is Vega, the bright star in Lyra the harp. This star represents beautiful Xinyu. The bright Altair, the eye of Aquila the eagle. Altair and the next star to it represent cowherd Hughen and his cow. The word Deneb means tail, and the star Deneb is the tail of Cygnus the swan. This constellation looks a lot like a cross. This star represents the queen standing in the river. Xinyu took the mist off the great river and wove it into little help-me signs. On the 7th day of the 7th month, all the magpies in the world got together and flew into the sky to form a bridge across the river so the two lovers could get together. Too late, the magpies realized the atmosphere doesn't go all the way up to the Milky Way. They passed out and fell back to Earth. This story is celebrated in many parts of the world with a party, the Kiwi Festival, that begins on July 6th. You make a paper boat, write a prayer or wish on the boat, light the boat on fire, and put it in a river at midnight, the beginning of July 7th. All rivers are said to lead to the celestial river. Maybe one of the three will find your wish and grant it. Find the triangle this month and be ready for the party in July. Thanks for joining us here at New Mexico Museum of Space History. Come on by for our movies, star shows, and exhibits. Be sure to visit, like, and subscribe to all our fine online content.